As the sun rises over the ancient city of Athens, a new era of intellectual curiosity is dawning. The city-state, a cradle of civilization, is teeming with dynamic minds, brimming with questions about the world and their place in it. They don't just accept what they are told. They seek to understand, to learn, to grow. This is the birthplace of an intellectual revolution that will shape the world for millennia to come. The city's bustling agora, a central spot in ancient Greek city-states, is a hub of intellectual discourse where citizens gather to hear and debate the ideas of the city's most learned men. Among them stand three figures who will not only question the status quo, but will inspire the citizens of Athens to do the same. These are the Triumvirate scholars, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Their unwavering dedication to knowledge, their relentless questioning, and their pioneering ideas will lay the groundwork for the foundations of philosophy. They use their wisdom not just for personal enlightenment, but as a tool to challenge corruption, bad governance, and the abuse of rights. Their teachings will serve as a beacon of change, illuminating the path towards a more just and enlightened society. Join us as we delve into the rich history of these extraordinary figures and explore their profound impact on our world. Welcome to the dawn of critical thinking in ancient Athens. Have you ever wondered who laid the foundations of modern philosophy? It's a question that takes us on a journey back in time, to the birthplace of Western thought, ancient Greece. Here, amidst the marble columns and olive groves, we find the origins of our quest for knowledge, our understanding of the natural and social world, and the very concept of critical thinking. Philosophy, from the Greek word philosophia, meaning love of wisdom, is more than an academic discipline. It's a way of life, a method of questioning everything around us, a tool to navigate through the complexities of existence. It's about seeking answers to fundamental questions like, what is the nature of reality? What is the good life? What is truth? And do we have free will? But who were the pioneers of these profound inquiries? Who were the torchbearers of this intellectual revolution? Enter the Triumvirate scholars, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. These three extraordinary minds, each a philosopher in his own right, not only developed distinct philosophical ideas, but also established a lineage of thought that has influenced countless thinkers, leaders, and societies throughout history. First, we have Socrates, the enigmatic sage of Athens, who never wrote a single line. Yet his dialogues, as recorded by his students, have ignited philosophical debates for over 2 millennia. His relentless questioning and pursuit of virtue set the stage for the philosophical tradition to follow. Next, Plato, the illustrious student of Socrates, whose philosophical dialogues and establishment of the academy in Athens laid the groundwork for Western philosophy, science, and education. His ideas on reality, ethics, and politics continue to resonate in contemporary discussions. Lastly, Aristotle, the polymath who studied under Plato. His comprehensive system of philosophy, encompassing ethics, politics, metaphysics, and science, has had a profound impact on intellectual history, shaping Western thought for centuries. These three titans, with their trailblazing ideas and enduring legacy, are the pillars upon which the edifice of philosophy stands. They have shaped our understanding of the world and our place in it, influencing every sphere of human activity, from politics and law to science and art. So let us embark on this journey back in time, beginning with the enigmatic and influential Socrates. The story begins in ancient Athens with a man named Socrates, the father of Western philosophy. An enigmatic figure, Socrates left no written works, but his legacy was immortalized through the writings of his students, most notably Plato. Socrates was a stonecutter by trade, but his true passion lay in the pursuit of knowledge. He believed that the path to wisdom was not through accepting conventional wisdom, but through questioning, examining, and re-examining. This gave rise to the Socratic method, a form of dialogue based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking and to expose the contradictions in one's beliefs. Socrates' contributions to ethics were profound. He proposed the idea that personal and moral integrity was more important than physical wealth and societal status. He believed that an examined life, a life lived in conscious pursuit of goodness and virtue, was the only life worth living. His influence on future philosophers and thinkers was immense. He challenged them to question their assumptions, to seek truth, and to value knowledge above all else. He was a catalyst for the tradition of critical thinking and self-examination that has come to define Western philosophy. Yet Socrates' commitment to truth and integrity came at a high cost. He was tried and sentenced to death for impiety and corrupting the youth of Athens. But his death only amplified his message and his influence. He became a martyr for truth and intellectual freedom. Socrates' life is a testament to the transformative power of ideas and the courage it takes to stand by them. His teachings continue to inspire us to question, to seek, and to never settle for less than truth and intellectual honesty. Our journey into the depths of philosophy does not end with Socrates. There were others who followed in his footsteps, each leaving their own indelible mark on the history of thought. But that's a story for another time. Though he left no written works, Socrates' teachings continue to inspire and provoke thought even today. Next, we journey into the mind of Plato, a student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle. Born into an aristocratic Athenian family around the year 427 BC, Plato's early life was marked by the upheaval of the Peloponnesian War. This turbulent era kindled in him a deep interest in philosophy and governance. Aided by the mentorship of Socrates, Plato embarked on a philosophical journey that would forever shape the world. In the heart of Athens, Plato established the Academy, a pioneering institution of higher learning. This was the first institution of its kind in the Western world, making Plato not only a great philosopher but also an education innovator. The Academy provided fertile ground for intellectual discourse and became a beacon of knowledge for over 3 centuries. Plato's philosophical dialogues remain as testament to his intellectual prowess. These writings, often featuring Socrates as the central character, explored a wide range of fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, reason, and more. They serve as a window into the philosophical debates of ancient Greece and continue to spark contemplation to this day. Central to Plato's philosophy is his theory of forms. This groundbreaking concept proposed that the physical world is not the real world. Rather, the ultimate reality lies in the realm of forms or ideas. These forms are eternal, unchangeable, and represent the perfect versions of things we experience in the physical world. Equally notable is Plato's philosophical exploration of justice. He argued that justice is a virtue of the soul and a harmonious state of being, where each part of society performs its function without interfering with others. This understanding of justice extends to his political philosophy, where he envisioned an ideal state ruled by philosopher kings, those with wisdom and moral character. Plato's profound insights into the nature of reality and knowledge have left an indelible mark on the philosophical landscape. His teachings, passed on to his student Aristotle, continue to echo through the corridors of time, influencing thinkers and scholars for over 2 millennia. The legacy of Plato remains a vibrant part of our intellectual heritage. Finally, we delve into the world of Aristotle, a man of many talents and interests. Born in Stagira, Greece, this prominent figure of ancient philosophy was not only a student at Plato's Academy, but he also held the prestigious position of tutor to Alexander the Great. Aristotle's life was a testament to his insatiable curiosity and his pursuit of knowledge. He spent 20 years at the Academy, absorbing and then challenging the philosophical teachings of Plato. His time there undoubtedly shaped his perspective and would later influence his own philosophical system. After leaving the Academy, Aristotle was invited to tutor the young Prince of Macedonia, who would later become known as Alexander the Great. Aristotle's influence on Alexander was profound, instilling in him a love for literature, a respect for Greek culture, and a curiosity about the natural world. Aristotle's contributions to the world of philosophy and knowledge are immense. He developed a comprehensive system of thought covering subjects as diverse as logic, metaphysics, ethics, and the natural sciences. His works laid the foundation for Western philosophy and science and continue to be studied and revered to this day. Aristotle was a firm believer in empirical observation and logical reasoning. He thought that knowledge could be gained from observing the natural world and using logic to understand it. This approach was revolutionary at the time and marked a departure from the more mystical and speculative philosophies of his predecessors. His belief in the power of observation and reasoning led him to develop the field of logic. He believed that logical reasoning was the tool that allowed us to understand the world around us. His work in this area was so influential that his system of logic remained the dominant form of Western logic until the 19th century. In the natural sciences, Aristotle made significant contributions, categorizing and describing numerous species of animals, and making observations about their behavior. His work in this area laid the groundwork for the modern field of biology. Aristotle's comprehensive system of thought has shaped centuries of philosophical inquiry and continues to influence various fields of study. His legacy is not only found in the realm of philosophy, but also in the sciences, literature, and the arts. His work continues to inspire, educate, and provoke thought, proving that his influence is timeless. Together, these three men, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, form a powerful triumvirate in the history of philosophy. These intellectual giants, each unique in their insights yet interconnected in their teachings, have left us an indelible legacy that continues to shape our understanding of the world. Firstly, let's trace the thread of thought that weaves these three philosophers together. Socrates, the earliest of the trio, was a master of questioning. He believed that true wisdom lay in recognizing one's ignorance. This idea deeply influenced Plato, his student. Plato, in turn, developed the concept of a world of forms, an abstract realm that held the perfect versions of everything we see in our everyday lives. His student, Aristotle, took these ideas further. He combined them with his observations of the natural world, leading to the development of empirical science and logical reasoning. Now let's delve into the key takeaways from their philosophies. Socrates taught us the importance of self-awareness and honest introspection. Plato expanded this by emphasizing the value of abstract thought, the pursuit of ideal forms. Aristotle, with his empirical approach, underscored the significance of observation and logical reasoning. These teachings, while centuries old, are still very much applicable today. In a world where misinformation is rife, Socrates' call for self-awareness and questioning is more relevant than ever. Plato's emphasis on abstract thought encourages us to think beyond the surface, to seek deeper meanings. Aristotle's empirical approach, meanwhile, underpins our scientific endeavors, pushing us to observe, analyze, and understand the world around us. So, here we are, standing on the shoulders of these three giants, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Their teachings continue to guide us as we navigate through life, as we seek to understand the world and our place in it. Their philosophies remind us that wisdom is not a destination, but a journey, one that requires constant questioning, introspection, and learning. As we applaud their contributions to philosophy and the world, clap sound effect, we are reminded that the pursuit of wisdom is a timeless endeavor, one that continues to inspire and challenge us to this day.